Yeah, D-Rock, I actually had an error. I had a copy and paste error in my schedule. My intent was to get EarthBound back in here, but we're going to give a lot of time to Metroid next week. If you check that new thing I added under this schedule, you can see a link to the Google Doc that shows the proposed schedule going forward. We'll be giving a 2-hour and later a 3-hour session of Metroid to catch it up. Just finished Prison Island, Mega Man. Hey, welcome back, Kami. Be careful talking about Prison Island, guys. D-Rock's in chat right now, and he hasn't played it that far yet. He actually popped out to avoid spoilers, so... You're welcome to whisper me stuff, though. It shouldn't show up in the main chat there on the left. Or send me a Twitch message. Yes, did get to the first big plot twist. Pretty cool. Can't say I was too surprised. That just means the game's done a good job of foreshadowing that, though. That it's not a complete shock out of left field. Alright, that's a flying man grave. Go Nintendo. Yeah, I think it means Xenoblade. Gotta get on that, son. Yeah, that's correct, non-COD. Except for PK Flash, he doesn't actually have any of those abilities. I assume, non-COD, you'd played Smash Brothers before you played EarthBound? EarthBound was my favorite game growing up. I rented it from a Blockbuster one day. Just on a whim because the box was gigantic. So when Ness ended up being the final secret character in Smash 64, I freaked out. Hmm. Yeah, D-Rock, come on. Stop living life, drop everything, play Xenoblade. Don't think we're able to wake up that dragon yet. Oh man, no, the way I would consume games as a child, we were pretty poor. Didn't really own a lot of games, but we'd go to Blockbuster every week. Started with NES games, actually usually from Family Video. I don't know if they had those where you guys live. So we go to Family Video, I get one game per week. First was NES, and then Super Nintendo, and so on. Nice, D-Rack. Yeah, buying the house is pretty funny. Nice. Let's see if I can stop at a payphone while I'm in this town. pretty much at easy mode on most of these fights. Alright, it's really just turn on auto. This is back before the age where games would automatically retarget for you if you targeted a defeated enemy. Pretty sure it's supposed to be a joke, non-cut, because you're no reason to have that amount of money that early in the game, so if you're coming back there end game, you already have way more money than you know what to do with. Just kind of making fun of you for buying it. I thought it was hilarious. There's also that cool bit of flavor if you read the magazine that's in there. And there's some things you can do there at the end game when you do the post-credit scene. Yeah, then you get the picture guy if you're going for a 100% playthrough. It's a money sink to get a Fuzzy Pickles guy to show up. Alright, we're gonna go try to recruit Anna today, I think. Money in the bank. Showed what you drank. That truck is really nasty. Can one-shot you. And the asthma is really difficult to remove. I don't think any of our healing abilities work. I didn't even know that it was buyable when I got to that part of that time. I didn't think that you could even grind for it. I just think, oh, well, that's way more money than I'll ever have as a kid. That's not really something you're meant to do at the beginning of the game. You can get it fairly easily at the end game. You get so much money from everything else. Okay, so we have asthma still, right? Or is it only in battle? I guess just in battle. So on that end, I guess we'll go to the hotel. Why not? Took a lot of damage in that fight. Use a lot of PP healing up to full. Yeah, it's not a good idea to grind in EarthBound. It's fairly challenging if you just play through the game. If you grind too much, it'll become fairly trivial. It's not like this game, Mother 1, where you have to grind to proceed. Same in Mother 3. Mother 3 has a really great difficulty curve if you don't do any grinding. You might have to do a little bit of grinding when you're in the chapter we were just playing as Duster. It's like chapter 2. That's about the extent of it. The rope shows up as Snowman in EarthBound. It's almost exactly the same sprite. Hey Flarewing, how's it going, man? Yeah. I've done that exactly once, and that was enough. One in 128. The only item I've never seen is the Gutsy Bat, because despite Earthbound being my favorite game, I've always trusted the strategy guide, and the strategy guide says the Kraken in the Sea of Eden drops it. So I've tried farming that, and believe me, farming that is a pain in the butt. But it's not actually what drops it. It's the Bionic Kraken at the very end game. I assign mod ship to people I know in real life and people who've been on the channel for a long time that I know I can trust. So stick around for a long time, Doncod, maybe. Let's see. I think we need to go to Snowman. Sure. Can I go to the other one? Okay. But it's per person. Damn it. Alright. So we'll walk back to the ATM. See what happens, Larry? So anytime we're forced to backtrack, it's like encouraging a little bit more grinding, which we definitely need to do in this game. But right now, we're having a good job. Flarewing, I can hear that. She's almost exactly the same sprite in EarthBound. So EarthBound is the first ever nostalgic game, first ever retro game, and is intentionally trying to look like Mother 1. So while the other Super Nintendo games are trying to push the Super Nintendo to its limits, EarthBound was trying to look like a retro NES game. Pretty cool. Alright, let's see. I think we have to get the ATM in the department store. Let's keep 500 bucks on us. Let's try this again. Snowman. Yes, that's fine. I think I'm supposed to go to Snowman with the hat that I have and find Anna. You can tell me if I'm spinning my wheels and doing completely the wrong thing. So the bumpin' train music is this game's version of the bumpin' music from the bus theme in EarthBound. Yeah, I have the hat. Oh, how's the audio balance? Can you guys even hear the game? I know that this game is pretty quiet compared to everything else we do on stream. This is the same music from EarthBound Winters. Cool. On it. We're gonna go to her chateau. Can't hear the game? Okay, thank you. Yeah, that was my expectation. Hold on. You guys will help me out. It's probably going to be super loud tomorrow next time I do an Elgato game. Just try to remind me to tone it down. It's going to cut out for a sec. I might make a separate profile just for Earthbound Zero because it's so quiet compared to everything else. Should be better now. Let me know if that's improved. Just be careful turning up. Like, I feel like the original, if I were playing this like streaming from the original NES, it would be super loud, like if it was on an NES emulator. But emulated NES games on the Wii U, they tend to turn down the max volume quite a bit. Do we have any attacks yet with NES or Nintendo? I don't think we do. A lot of bombs. Oh, this auto. Cool, thank you. So I'll try to remember to just turn it back down at the end of the stream. If you guys want to remind me when I sign off to hop into the Elgato settings and just turn it down, appreciate it. It may be Flare Wing. I mean, the NES through an emulator just through your computer headphones. Doesn't matter how high quality the soundtrack is, it's still a square wave. And if the audio is turned all the way up, it can be pretty jarring in your ear. So I could see them doing it specifically for the NES. I haven't really had that problem for other Wii U games, like Paper Mario. I don't have to touch the audio too much. Yeah, I noticed that with the 3DS. That's actually why it's nice. This capture card, like it routes the audio through the mini USB from the new 3DS and then plays it through my computer, so I actually hear it through these headphones. I'm not hearing it through the 3DS speakers. Jarring. Hey girl, hey. Damn, man. You gouging. I know that every time I put on music, like when I plug my phone into the car, the Samsung Galaxy, it pops up constantly and yells at me for trying to turn the volume up, saying I'm going to damage my hearing. I'm like, tell me that once. Frying pan. Alright, we'll come back to this person. You're pretty jarring. You're a mini USB. Good deserts. Will do. Oh, mother, damn it. You're giving me colds. I just go talk to everyone now, and then remember not to talk to people after that, lest everyone give me a cold. No, what's that, Johan? How you doing, man? It's pretty late for you, huh? I was watering Kyle's plants earlier. Please say hello to the camel's bones in the Yukon Desert. I knew that camel once upon a time. Will do, muscle dude. Got your back. Is there even a doctor here to remove this? Please be a doctor. Right. Almost the exact same graphic on this guy. doesn't actually remove colds, damn it. And my PSI doesn't remove it either, if I remember correctly. Nothing happened. Dang it, Bobby. So messed up. Don't think staying at the inn is gonna remove it either. Alright, so I've talked to everyone in this town. Officially, if I come back here, I can safely not talk to anybody. Does this guy sell cold remedies? That might work too. Mouthwash? Does that do it? I'm gonna grab it. Bursting his balls. That's awesome. Because he's Italian and doesn't know the correct English. It's busting balls. My balls are bursting. Alright, come on, mouthwash. I don't know if you actually remove colds, but... lose your cold. Great. And I have just enough to stay at the inn. Although that might be excessive, maybe? Yeah, probably. We have so much PP, we may as well. The same phrase in Italian is your balls are exploding, that's funny. Yeah, right. You're working hard in Italian. Your balls are exploding. Alright, no more talking to people in this damn town. They all have colds and they give them to you when you talk to them. You see the person playing this game. I am the boy's dad. Sure. Love this feature. This is in all 3 of the Mother games. Yep. Whenever I see that typo for business, it's a strung bad email on Homestar Runner where I pronounced it business. I'm supposed to the way. Now, on to business. Which has a very different connotation in English, Johan. Exactly. Play with myself as opposed to play by myself is... There's no negative connotation by play by myself. You could say that, yeah, I'll play this single player game by myself. I'll play by myself. Play with yourself. Uh-oh. That means something different. Yeah, you got it. There's this notion in, what was it, circuitry called impedance, like I-M-P-E-D-A-N-C-E, And Andrea's Italian coworker was pronouncing it impotence instead of impedance. I was like, no, impotence is something else. Literally just means lack of power, but usually isn't used in that context. It's me. Here's your hat. Sure. Anna gets to business. Oh man, it's free stay at the inn. My dude. Alright, so I think that, yeah, Anna starts at level 1. I almost want to go back now. Get her some levels in a safe spot in Magicant where everything's super cheap. Yeah, let's just do that. Level her up a little bit. I think there might be... if anyone in this chat is a EarthBound 0 fanatic. Like, we talked to that swimming cat and got something special for Lloyd when he joined our party. Is there someone in town we can talk to that'll give us something for Anna? Nice. Fairy and furry. They sound pretty similar. Fairy, furry. Fairy jacket. I feel like someone with an Italian accent saying furry jacket might pronounce it fairy. Fairy jacket. Meanwhile, I can't roll my R's. I feel like I should run from this guy. He's gonna blow up in one shot Anna. I'm gonna give it a try. Yeah. It's not like, yeah, she doesn't die. It's not like, EarthBound or Mother 3 where they have like a ticking health counter. And they only die if it runs out. No, they're just dead. Teddy bear backwards. Rabbit it. To bring her back too? It does not. Gotta cast telepathy here, I believe. What's up, benevolent old man? Sure do. How about all of that? I'll deposit it. Gonna kit Anna out with rad gear. So I can't roll my R's for the life of me. Andrea's really good at it. So that limits some of the languages I can speak accurately. Go find the doctor. It's up here. Huzzah! Wait. Huzzah? Maybe you just... oh, I see. Give me an arrow. There we go. Alright, let's get her fat loots. And we can go level her up for a little bit. Several NPCs in EarthBound that look just like this guy. Excuse me, I had to mute myself for a cough there. I'll just buy everything and then transfer it over. Leave me some cash, and with the goods you can dash. I think the boomerang is actually an upgrade for Anna over the frying pan. Pretty sure she can use a boomerang. No. Okay, so I think, let's see, who all has which pendants? She should have the third one. Okay, someone always resists psychic abilities. Earth pendant resists lightning. I do not, but thank you for asking. Cool. Cool. I think she requires, like, each successive character requires less experience to catch up to Nintendo. A lot of games would just have them, like, start at roughly your level when you recruit them, but this one, every time you recruit somebody, they start at level 1. What's up, buddy? I have. Alright, let's roll upstairs to go get a boomerang for Anna and deposit our money. Now, what'd she get? She starts with Life Up Beta, that's pretty awesome. Rain Shock. It's back before the days... This was back in the days when we weren't spoiled, you know? Game didn't tell you what an ability did, you just had to cast it and try to figure it out. Oh, Anna, it's your birthday. We're gonna party as though it were your birthday. Oh crap, I did this wrong. Should be right, left, left, right. There we go. Game is fairly unique in having Magicant as a base that you can always safely retreat to. Oh, I'm not pining nostalgically. I want to know what my skills do. I don't want to have to use them to find out what they do. I'm saying that's a bad thing. Forever the march of progress. And one of my friends posted on Facebook today about how she overheard some contractors working on something outdoors, and they had like their phone playing a science video, and they were learning while they were working. She was saying that was really cool, and I'm like, yeah, man, it's the future. Like, and the future is rad. The fact that we're doing this Twitch thing, it's the future. This is rad, right? I know so many people who have this, like, spooky view of technology. They're like, you know, they say technology is bringing us together, but really, it's tearing us apart. It's like, is it really, though? It seems like it's bringing us together. It feels like it's a good thing. I don't get the whole, like, I'm gonna go out in the woods and shut off my phone. But why? Technology's awesome. Yahan, I just read your thing. It took me a sec to follow, but I get it, yeah. In English, read and lead rhyme. red and lead rhyme, but reed and lead don't rhyme, and neither do red and lead. It's cool. You want a guard versus Groucho, he'll give you some free XP. Yeah, I guess escaping work might be an argument, but that's not technology's fault. It's still a good thing that, in general, people can access you from anywhere, Andrea. It's a problem that's led to a culture where you're expected to be working every hour of the day outside of work. That's a cultural problem, I would argue. And so it wouldn't be like a Luddite, though, and throw out your phone. Here's your $5 word for the day, Luddite. Yeah, it's like what Jim Carrey's prediction in Cable Guy, right? Matthew Broderick. Pretty soon you'll be playing Mortal Kombat with your friend in Vietnam. Luddite, you should look up the Wikipedia article for detail on the history, but basically means someone who's anti-technology. It gets named for a specific person or group of people. Andrea's right, you did make me so happy. What does that word mean? Well, sit yourself down, friend. Let's rap. Same for like some textile workers, I want to say. The guy's last name was Ludd. They were mad about the Industrial Revolution because it was destroying jobs. And they may have had an argument at the time, but it's come to just mean someone who's like opposed to technology. Yeah, exactly, Mega Man. So, like, we can see that the US clearly has a workaholic problem, but nowhere near to the extent of Japan's problem, despite having the same technology. And you've seen that Japan's had that problem even before technology made it possible to be working at all hours of the day. So I'd say that the one came after the other. Blanked on the Latin phrase that means that. There we go, Propter Hawk. Yeah, you could describe the Amish as being Luddite. Luddite, though, is a... So you wouldn't, like, call someone who says, you know, oh, I hate cell phones, and I don't use Facebook, and I don't like the internet. You wouldn't call them Amish, because in this case, Amish is specifically referring to an active group of people, but since there aren't actual Luddites anymore, Luddite's now just an adjective that means someone who's opposed to technology, so you can use it in that fashion without associating somebody with an active Quaker group. That makes sense. So, Amish are Luddites. Not all Luddites are Amish. Squares and rectangles. Yeah, Mega Man. I've heard that. The US has more of a... slightly more of a focus on work-life balance, but that's starting to die. You know, if you want a work-life balance, then you're not competitive, you know? Cool. Everybody's all boomeranged out. We can deposit most of our money. almost all of it. Keep the rest for train fare. I think we might want to go back to Snowman. I didn't finish exploring it. I just wanted to get out of there while I had a chance to level Anna. Otherwise, she'd just get one-shot by anything in the town. Yeah, I know, right, Kami? I feel bad. Like, it's a very common sentiment. Yeah, I agree. I don't. Well, let's see. There's two schools. There's outright anti-intellectualism, which is a growing problem. But then beyond just anti-intellectualism, hey Blue Falconwind, thanks for the follow. Such a middle of a deep conversation. In addition to anti-intellectualism, you have the problem of like technical illiteracy, the pride in technical illiteracy, which I also don't understand. Like, it's almost like when you say that, yeah, I know how to do that. It's like, oh, what's wrong with you? Why do you know how to, I don't know how to do that. Like, shouldn't you be proud of knowing how to do things with computers? Yeah. This is actually a pretty serious problem with the tenure system. This is in academia, right? The way it works is you go to school for a really long time, and it sucks because you're expected to move from place to place to place as you go from undergrad to grad school to getting your PhD to being a postdoc and to eventually becoming a tenured professor, where you just get to keep a job forever. You finally have job security in your old age. And the problem is that there's all these tenured professors who are hired permanently to do research for a university, and they are technically illiterate. They don't know how to use computers. They don't want to learn, and they don't have to learn because they don't have to compete anymore. They're set for life. Yeah, go for it. I mean, go for it, Blue Falcon. As long as you're not just telling me, don't do this. See you, Kami. If you're like, hey, this boss has an item that can drop, or hey, you might want to go kill this thing because it gives a lot of experience. In general, though, I haven't really banned anybody for giving tips or telling me stuff I don't know about the game. Would be cool. EarthBound's my favorite game of all time. Recently played Mother 3 for the first time. This is my second time playing this one, but my last time was so long ago that I don't remember anything from it, hence the blind playthrough. Yeah, go for it, Yahoo. Thanks for asking. So, like, a cool tip that you could tell me unbidden would be, hey, if you don't attack the Grouchos, they give you experience. Because I didn't know that and wouldn't know to ask, right? Somebody mentioned that in chat, and that was very helpful. A not cool tip would be, hey man, you're going the wrong way. You need to leave this town and go here instead, and then this thing's going to happen. Yeah, if you can avoid spoilers, that's preferable. I have not been there yet. Is that something that's available to me? I just got Anna in my party. Like, I'm just now returning to Snowman with Anna. They don't have any rope on me, but I think I could probably find some fairly easily. What unlocks my ability to fight the dragon? I mean, I don't even know. Is that based on like the average level of my party or something? I feel like I remember Mount Itoi being fairly late in the game. Yeah. It's a good way to summarize it, Mega Man. I'm not too worried about spoilers for this game in particular since I have played it before, but since I don't remember anything, I'm kind of figuring it out as I go. Christmas goat? Why is that, Yahan? I thought Mount Itoi sounded much later in the game. That's named for the creator, Shigesato Itoi. Try to make it through these fights without Ana getting killed. She seems to be getting hit points at a fairly reasonable rate. As long as they don't, like, all focus attack her, we ought to be alright. So, Yahan, how did that happen? I'm gonna butcher that word, Yahan. Is it Yolupuki? Ah, crap. What's the argument for putting just items in our inventory? Does that do something? I gotta start killing some of these. If we keep dodging, we're not gonna be able to. One down. Start to get a leg up on him now, maybe. So two men acting as one creature, so like in one of those costumes where like one person's in the butt of the animal and one person's in the head of the animal, Yahon? Oh, sure, yeah. I kind of wanted her in my party just for that purpose. Alright, so what happened here is I've been a little too aggressive in coming back to Snowman. I got to level Ana up to like level 15 in Magicant where I can easily resurrect her, so I'm gonna pop back again. Hasn't all been for naught. I mean, we've been getting into random battles this whole way here. Maybe spent some money that we could have avoided, but it's okay. You can try watching live on YouTube. If that ever becomes a problem. Okay. Twitch must have reset something if it happened to everybody. Dude, this wasn't a waste because we got out and got a boomerang for Ana. Very good, Yalan. That's a very kind way to put it. Not even close, but we would have processed it. That'll happen with English a lot as well. I tried Yolupuki. Yolupuki. So I was asking you before you reset there, Yahan, that is the goat, when you say it was people, I mean like two guys in like a Halloween costume, where like one is on one end is like the butt and one is in the front is like the front, and they have to walk together? Oh cool, I'll click your link. Oh god. That's Santa Claus? Yolupuki. Yep, I have a rope. Dropped from the new sky. See if we can hover around the falcon. Good God, Yahon. I mean, there's similar stuff. I don't know how much of Brothers Grimm fantasy has migrated into Finland. But, like, if you read the original fantasy, it's usually really grim and messed up, and usually about, like, children getting eaten or other horrible things happening. Same with, like, Norse and Greek mythology. Most stories are horrible things. Then we Disneyfy them, and then they're okay. Right, AMA? Santa's an anagram for Satan, that's true. Illuminati. It's all the evidence I need in the great Satan-Santa conspiracy. Yolopuki. Okay, I'm fairly close to 25. I'm gonna run around here and level up Anna anyway. I can stop with the dragon on the way. Get a rope I can throw at it. Thanks, Groucho. Good looking out. YOLO Pookie. Can't really tell what I'm looking at. Yeah. He looks significantly less horrific than the first image. Yeah, hun. Yeah, we're not big fans about that one. Actually, you know, we'll go ahead and call Wednesday Wotan's Day. And we'll put Christmas around the same time as your winter solstice, but we're not too happy with the goat person who boils kids. We're just gonna take that one off the table. Yolopuki. 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 So, what is the difference? Is there a difference between a Norwegian or Finnish J? Like, we would pronounce it as ja, right? And, like, the shortcut they give to Americans is to say if you see a J, just to pronounce it like a ya, like a Y sound. Like, so what's the difference between, like, J-O-U and Y-O-U, if there even is any? There's something similar in Spanish where we're told to pronounce the double L in Spanish like a ya sound. But as far as Americans are concerned, it just pronounces it exactly like a Y. There's no finesse to it. J's ya. Yalu puppy. Yalu. Not just Yolu. Yalu. That makes sense. Made more confusing by J being pronounced like a H sound in Spanish. Javier, you know, as opposed to Javier or Javier. It's a suspicious letter. No one can agree on how we're going to use it. At least the Germans were kind enough to just make their own letters if they wanted to have special sounds. Problem with Chinese romanization too, we talked about that, where like X should be a sh sound. So like if someone's last name is XU in Mandarin Chinese, you're pronouncing that shu, not zoo. Mom's eyes. Really, Mega Man? Man, Anna's getting hella PSI powers. What's she learning? Shock, magnet. Alright, and she's getting good abilities. About time. You can get PK Fire so you can hit everybody. PK Fire! PK Thunder! Yeah, so in English, Yahoo, they would tell you that double consonants don't mean anything. Like, if you see like two K's together, they just pronounce it as K. There's absolutely no difference. Maybe someone in chat can think of a counterexample, but that's been my experience. Those aren't double consonants. I mean, they are multiple consonants in sequence. They're sherry. So what would be the difference between sherry that has two R's in sequence? The difference between sherry and S-H-E-R-Y. Would you pronounce that any differently? Because I wouldn't. I'd still say sherry. Double consonant's helpful if it's like intended that you pronounce it by like saying sherry as opposed to sherry, I guess. But most Americans just slur it and say sherry. Oh, I see, Kami. Mega Man. I hope that comes out. I'd be excited to play through it again. It'd be a good game. I'd like to see the official localization as well. Tomatoes is very, very good. You can tell it's localized by someone who's a huge fan of EarthBound. Short U like la as instead of lu? Oh, that's weird. You don't get a lot of short vowels. English is really bad about it. Especially American English, where we pronounce our A, our like short A as ah. Ugh, it's an ugly sound, right? Everybody else uses, they have a special character for that called an ash. It looks like this. You've probably seen it before. Don't ask me how I know the alt code to type an ash off the top of my head. When you see that, that's you're supposed to pronounce that ah. So gravel is supposed to be spelled like this. That's how you know it's pronounced gravel and not grovel. But in America, we pronounce every short A like ah. Oof. This is a nasty sound. That raises a good point, Mega Man. I mean, I ended up doing it with wireless controller latency without too much trouble. I was still getting like 16-hit combos fairly frequently. They just have to give it a fairly forgiving frame window to enter the command. That's how a lot of people know it, yeah. Yes, it is, Kami. Hey! Don't be a hoser. That's about everything I know about Canada is from the movie Strange Brew. The Canadian bacon. Okay, Nintendo's not quite 25 yet. We're getting there, though. Strange Brew is an outstanding film. Canadian Bacon is actually, yeah. Canadian Bacon's a pretty funny movie. It's actually a Michael Moore movie before he became a documentary filmmaker. Or maybe amidst being a documentary, before he became like an infamous documentary filmmaker. But anyway, it's about this movie where, in order to like get America excited, they go to war with Canada. Oh, interesting, Yahon. I have 3 right now. Blue Falcon, I'm working on him. Well, he's just trying to get the party leveled up. Let me go ahead and save now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah. It's interesting because you think the spelling of ether, you would pronounce it ather if they're going to use an ash in it, because usually the ash is an ah sound, but I've never heard anyone say ather, they always say ether. That word is from an old school theory of light before we had the idea of the photon, which was that there was this luminiferous ether that basically was everywhere throughout reality, and that it was the medium through which light traveled. Yeah, I've been pronouncing it ether while playing it, but I wonder if it should be... Well, is ether supposed to be an ash? Because I guess there's technically it's asinine, but there's a difference between the ash character and just putting an A and an E next to each other. If you put an A and an E next to each other, that usually means pronounce it like a long E. But if you specifically put the ash where the A and the E are combined together, that's when you get the ass sound, like gravel. You notice that like British people don't do that like Americans. British people will say, you know, bod instead of bad. Did a bad job. You said aether? I've heard long A too for AE. Yeah, Mega Man, that'd be outstanding. There's already a latency problem with playing Mother 3 on a emulator. That's why it took me so long to play it, despite EarthBound being my favorite game. When I played it on the emulator, there was too much latency at the time, and I couldn't do the rhythm attacks at all, and I just got frustrated. I tried to buy one of those like R4 carts or something where you can load the game onto it and play it on a physical Game Boy, but the people I ordered from, either they sent me a defective unit or it didn't work or something. So finally I was like, okay, screw it, I'll play it on stream. Turns out that they've upgraded Visual Boy Advance so that the lag problem is a lot less severe. Yep. It can work, Mega Man, provided that there's a suitable frame window. It depends on how they're handling it, though. I guess if you pronounce it ether, then what's the difference between A-E-T-H-E-R and E-T-H-E-R? So that's the kind of thing that I probably don't need Blue Falcon, because that is kind of a spoiler of exactly what I have to do, but like tips about the battle, like hey, use the rope on the dragon, are very much welcome. I'm not gonna boot you or anything, but that's probably why the other guy kicked you, because he doesn't want to know exactly what he needs to do next. Is your Rattata in the top percentage of Rattata, Yahan? Still working on getting to 25 to be able to go fight the dragon, and getting Anna leveled up. That's pretty important as well. It's cool. It's a good game to test your luck out, I guess, because I've played it before. I just don't remember too much about it. Wait, seriously, Mega Man? It's really in the top percentage of Rattata? No, that's not the best attitude to have. When I played this game when I was a kid, about, say, 18 years ago, I think is the last time I played this game, I figured it out on my own. But if I get stuck, I'll ask chat. It's cool, man. I'm not like mad or anything. I'm just saying, like, probably the guy who booted you was just a little less patient. Alright, I think we're close-ish to 25. We've been at it for a while. I guess I could go... could leave. It's so easy to get back into Magic Hands. I could try to get more experience up by where those cars spawn. Right, Mega Man? They gotta do a Pokemon that's completely self-aware and have Joey show up as the final champion. No, you're good, man. I appreciate your effort to help. I was giving Kami an aneurysm last week. I'm playing this game. And I'm like, he types, you know, don't go fight that boss. And as I'm walking into the boss. And he's like, well, that's okay, I guess. I guess you're not going to get that character then. Kami, when I play that again, later this week, I think? It's in the schedule. I was being like overly conservative with the number of units that I deployed. Like, what's a reasonable ballpark? I was thinking I would only deploy like 3 per battle. But I have up to 8 that I can deploy. 8's probably excessive. Yep, no hurry. Having a good time. Anna just getting PSI powers back to back to back. That's cool, man. Proud for you. Yep, I'll ask if I get stuck. I'm good right now. I have a plan of attack in front of me. Namely, get to level 25, fight the dragon, either head to Spokane or finish exploring Snowman. I keep leaving there because Anna gets one shot by those wolves when you get her a little bit of a higher level. Oh no. No, I try to not do bonus content or 100% kind of stuff in games just because it takes so friggin' long for a lot of them. Like, there's no way I'm gonna 100% Xenoblade. If I were playing it by myself in my free time, I'd probably basically play it all the time that was free time. Play it for 100 hours and unlock everything. Start to level 1000? Are you serious, Mega Man? Wow. Yeah, if we go the wrong way, that's okay. Happy little accident. Cool, man. Have you played, what's your opinion of EarthBound 0 versus EarthBound versus Mother 3? Right, T-Rock? I appreciate y'all, I know. Oh my god, just go through that door. Now, I had to practice my don't talk when someone else is figuring out a game thing with Andrea, my wife, because she's playing Portal, and I thought I was being quiet, but I was actually making, like, tiny noises when she was doing the wrong thing. Like, I don't know, holding my breath and then slightly huffing out of my nose or something. Or sighing slightly. So I've mastered the art of just being completely silent. Wow, Mega Man. Is that necessary? When you say the final boss, you mean like the bonus content boss, right? I've never played this game. I've heard it's a good game series. Interesting. Yeah, my order is I love EarthBound the most, followed by Mother 3, followed by this one. I don't think it's a bad game, it just hasn't aged particularly well because it's an NES title. It's quite good. I'm a fan. AMA is my wife, Andrea. Yeah. So she'd say like, should I do this? Like saying that just out loud into space. Like, oh, should I use this chair? And I'd say like, no, you're not supposed to use the chair. Like, oh my god, why are you telling me? Like, cause you asked? I wasn't really asking. I was asking the universe. I was thinking out loud. Like, okay. Alright, Yahon. I'm glad this YouTube thing's working out. Somebody posted about it recently on our Twitch, and I told them that restream's been working out really well. Do you guys ever play a game called Odin Sphere? Oh yeah, Kami? Do you have some examples? I'm curious to hear. Kill this thing ASAP. Elfruit, Elfruit! You should watch her play Skyward Sword. Maybe I'll throw her the controller sometime if she's home when I'm playing it. She's really good at catching birds. I'm not screwing around. She's the bomb at catching all the birds. Odin Sphere is a pretty cool game. We'll do it on stream eventually. It's super weird. It's extremely pretty. Like, I don't even think I could describe it to you. It's pretty cool, D-Rock. We'll do a blind playthrough of Bahamut Lagoon. It's an SNES title. When Hapax and his girlfriend get out here, we might do some 3-player Secret of Mana and Seiken Densetsu 3. There you go, Andrea, you're helping. Kami's not kidding. He's totally serious, I believe it. I've seen some of the like crafting recipes, I'm sure it was also a pain in the butt to watch us play Dragon Age Inquisition, where like I would go, okay, I guess I'll spend all this stuff to craft this item. Oh well, the item sucks. Let me vendor it. Like, oh my god, you're wasting all your mats. Need burgers. I'm got plenty of PP for life up, but I have to bring some, I suppose. Probably not going to make it to Spokane in this session. It's going to be 8 more minutes just to finish getting a level 25. Get Anna up and go fight the dragon. I'll try to do that before we sign off. Otherwise, this session will pretty much have just been, hey, we recruited Anna and then ran around in circles and fought things to get her. So she's not getting one shot by trash. When you say upgrades, just out of curiosity, you mean like you're upgrading the potion slot so that all potions are better now after you've purchased that, or is it like a special kind of consumable potion that you have a limited amount of? I love you, Andrea. Okay, that's cool. That seems to be the direction that Bioware's kind of moving in. Move away from the old world RPG where everything's consumable. It's fine, Yahan. You get kids in Twitch sometimes who are super cool and good at video games, and that's part of the market, right? So. Alright, so we got about 5 minutes left, but I will try to run over. I get asthma, aren't I? Don't think it extends outside of battle, though. Damn, Anna. Are you serious, Kami? So, Andrew's been doing a huge favor. Cool. I was trying to find the potion dude, but I guess I have some more crap to do. We'll do that next time we do Dragon Age. And that's going to be more or less unschedulable, just some evening that Andrea has extra time, probably after regular stream hours, so like maybe 6 to 8 or something. Or like maybe on a weekend, a random weekend if she's feeling like it. Let's turn on your email notifications. Solus slightly approves. Don't know that Ana will actually use her PP in these fights to damage. Seems like auto attack focuses on healing opposed to using like PK freeze or the like. Nintendo's got a while until 50. Can't really see. I think if I go talk to my dad on the phone, he tells you the XP to the next level. Go do that. See if we're like crazy far from 25, then I'll just call it. But if we're close enough that I could reasonably be able to take out the dragon, we can do that. Call my dad. Hey, dude. Maybe that's just EarthBound where they tell you how much more to go. There it is, 261. Yeah, it'd be convenient. You can in EarthBound. Right. It's just an issue with EarthBound 0. It's one of the earlier JRPGs, so they hadn't had much time to iterate on things, you know? If I were playing the GBA version, Mother 1+2, that was retranslated by Tomato and Crew. Hey, that rhymed. They added an item called an Easy Ring that's in a present in the basement of your house that greatly increases the rate of cash accrual and experience gain. Not in a way that makes you just cheese the game, but like you can basically walk from town to town, just fighting the enemies you run into on the way without having to run and grind like I'm doing right now. I probably would use that for a stream. Apparently it's fairly well calibrated. So he's got to get to like 13,500 XP. Rope used rope. Yeah, we'll get there. I'll run over time. We're gonna go over maybe 15 minutes or so here, finishing up getting level 25 and fighting the dragon. Where are my dragons? Yeah, we're getting like 21 experience per fight, so 5 or 6 more fights. Unless if the truck and the car give way more. Yeah, it's crazy that Eagle gives 12 XP and like Nintendo has 13,000. Not enough secret presents. Let's try PK Freeze beta. People who are following my channel, you guys, folks. Actually, I wish more JRPGs would take hints from EarthBound. Because they could have called it EarthBound 0. I see why they didn't call it EarthBound 0. Or Mother 1. They needed to tie it to EarthBound. And right now, EarthBound, the ROM translation, EarthBound 0, has been known by that name on the internet for like 18 years, basically. There you go, AMA. My good pals. Is that a thing people do? Are we talking like Lady Gaga and her like calling her fans monsters or something? Y'all can just be my friends. I'm down with that. Does a crypt like say his crypt people? I don't know if that's the best idea, AMA, or we're gonna like they're gonna be the poop people. No, I know, Kami. I'm in the same boat as you. I'm joking about the idea. Huh. That's interesting. That's cool. That's their thing. I don't know that it's my thing necessarily. I don't think that it's necessarily a bad thing. The poop dudes. The turd sandwiches. I like this, like y'all just being my friends. This is pretty great. That's pretty cool, Blue Falcon. No, I'll probably not do that. I have a not a very personality focused stream, you know. You know when Andrea checks her sphere point total. You understand my wife. That's why I think Friends is an appropriate name. No, you're good. I just said I knew what you were going for when you checked. One of these days, I'll either convince the Deepbot guy to offer a one-pay feature so I can get the rank names back, or I'll just be making enough money on Twitch that I can justify $10 a month for it. That's really the only major feature I'd get out of it, though. That's what I thought, Kami. Kami's usually the exception is his drive home. Alright, there we go. Let's go to the lobby. Go fight this dragon. Yes. It is for being in chat while I'm live. I won't lie, as a kid I had different like I did my first serious playthrough, the canon playthrough where they all have their normal names. Then I did a silly playthrough where like Cloud's name was Buttfart and Tifa's name was You Suck or whatever. Those are actual Kid Marstead party names, by the way. And then like the third playthrough was usually like names of people that I knew, like classmates and friends. Yeah, hon. Go for it. I'll just tell you if you don't check. Really, the sphere point thing is more an investment for the very future long term. When chat is moving so crazy fast that I can't really pay attention to every single line. So bidding on things like, you know, getting first in queue for Smash Brothers or something. You guys are investing in a very long-term future. I don't know, 6 months from now, a year from now. I can get my concurrent to a crazier level. In the meantime, though, I have to be careful driving everything by sphere points, else like newbies in the stream would come in like, oh, I'd have 2 sphere points. But it helps a lot of the bigger streams see, okay, yeah, you're one of the hardcore viewers. Do this, this, and this. No, Tifa doesn't suck, Flarewing, but I named her You Suck so that when people would yell out her name, they would say You Suck. The FF9 naming Kami. I tried to institute the don't vote twice rule to... or don't win twice rule to kind of allow newbies a chance. I think Clunky was named by someone who just popped in for that one stream and didn't come back. It's gotta be a fine line between it being incestuous and, like, rewarding valor. Maybe. Alright, let's try this. Let's give the rope to Nintendo, as he's likely to act first. Like, yeah, Clunky. Only had the one rope. But I saved beforehand, so if we die, it's not a big deal. Pretty sure I just had the one, yeah. Okay. Maybe he doesn't always break out immediately. Use that defense up, maybe that'll help. Freeze didn't do all that much. Hopefully he attacks physically and not with PK Fire Beta. I think Jeff has, yeah, fire defense against it. Damn, girl. See you soon, Andrea. If we die, that's okay. I'm pretty sure you can fight this at multiple times. You can come back when you get Teddy in your party and fight him then. This both sucks and blows. Beam wasn't too exciting. Try Brain Shock. This game is different. Abilities tend to work when they usually wouldn't. Yeah, and there's the end right there. That's cool, we just saved. I'll go ahead and finish the fight against him. We don't have that much cash on us, so we'll lose half of it for dying, but this is not a no-death run. Or not auto. Was it Spaceballs with the suck, suck, suck? The Mega Maid. Okay, Thunder. I need to go with Franklin Badge. That's cool. We'll come back when we have a full party that can handle it. Intend to return once more to the fighting scene. Yeah, so we've discussed before, do your best is an extraordinarily Japanese thing to say. It's like one of the highest compliments you can pay somebody. Heck yeah, I named him D-Rock. I named him D-Rock because of this guy. Ness Amiibo. Thanks again, man. It's pretty rad. Yeah. The Mega Maiden Spaceballs. It's a good movie. We played Dragon Age Inquisition last week. Andrew and I watched the Inquisition song from History of the World Part 1 to get hyped for it. The Inquisition, what a show, the Inquisition. Here we go. Yeah. From suck to blow. It's here, I think. Search for more money. Yeah, Kami. There is a rumor that he was gonna make it. He's super old now, though. Hopefully he lives long enough. We'll see. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. That's the other thing we watched, Mega Man X. We watched both of those right before playing. That's where I know it from, Yahan. I knew I heard that reference before. Managed to suck and blow. Let me see if I can find the actual quote. No, I haven't, but I hear it's really cool. This is like Seinfeld on that? I didn't think it was physically possible, but this both sucks and blows, yeah. It's like, why do I know that line? Cool. Alright, so let's do a sign off. Twitch, Twitch, Twitch. Okie dokie. So tomorrow is going to be, calling it Focus Day rather than Franchise Day, and that it's going to be a day that we focus entirely on one thing, play one thing for 6 straight hours. Usually we'll be playing franchises on Focus Day. I did some thinking on this on the weekend, like how to structure the channel and like blocks for games, so that's one of the things I'm doing. An example of when I might use Focus Day is on when a new game gets released. Like we'll probably just play that for 6 hours on that day. So like on September the 11th when Mario Maker comes out, you know, we'll take a break from Zelda or whatever we're doing at the time to play that for the whole day and then get back to something else. Alright, tomorrow's Focus Day, Zelda Zelda Skyward Sword, there we go. Probably not going to beat it in 6 hours. We're at the second dungeon as of now, but we'll get quite a bit further in it. As soon as we beat Skyward Sword, we'll be subbing it in for a Minish Cap and continuing playing through those games in chronological order. Wednesday is Bead Sprite Tutorial Part 2. Thanks to the kind donations of Broken One and D-Rock. We're going to do a large Bead Sprite. I will try to have you guys a set of options to vote on by the start of that stream. We could have people bid using sphere points to see which Bead Sprite I make. I'll put it behind me as usual. It'll be large, so between 2 and 4 pegboards, but probably not exceeding that, so I'll have to find some sample ones. If you look online for a sprite and you think it might be a decent candidate and you want to share it with me tomorrow during stream, go for it. I'll take a look and see if we can include it. And then we'll be doing Final Fantasy XIV main story from 3 until 7:30 Pacific tomorrow after the Bead Sprite. Thursday is Final Fantasy IX, Paper Mario, Mass Effect 2, and Ogre Battle at the end, so we can run over a little bit on time with Ogre Battle. Friday is Paper Mario, Mass Effect 2, Final Fantasy IX, and Super Smash Bros. 4 again at the end, so we can run over time and clear out the queue. For next week, if you guys want to take a look at the schedule section I have under the page, I've got a link to a Google Doc now that's kind of like my projected schedule format for the next few months. it's tricky. There's only 6 hours in a day for each stream, and I both want to beat the games that we've started, and also play as many games as humanly possible. And the only way I can see to do that is to change up the format from week to week. So like this week is 4 90-minute blocks. Next week we go back to the 3 2-hour blocks, and then the week after that we would do 2 3-hour blocks. So we're like really just pushing to finish a game. Anyway, you can take a look at that list and see what's coming up for the next couple of weeks. But the general idea is that if a game has been on the schedule for a really long time and has a lot of hours clocked, when we get to one of those weeks where we have 2 3-hour blocks, we'll play those games that have the most hours clocked to try to knock them out and finish them and replace them with something new. And then games will slowly work their way into that 3-hour block window, so that one day we'll have a horrific 3 hours of Silent Hill or 3 hours of Ogre Battle or the like, games that we just recently started. So keep an eye on that. Other than that, though, next week we're going to see more Paper Mario, Final Fantasy V, Xenoblade Chronicles, Silent Hill 2, Paper Mario, Final Fantasy IX, and Mass Effect 2, along with more Zelda. And we'll probably be doing some more Nintendo free play next week, Wednesday, of Wii U games. So Mario Kart 8, Splatoon, and Super Smash Bros. For both Wii U and 3DS. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. You guys have an awesome night, and we'll hope to see you tomorrow. Bye.